Before any change in your physical activity, please consult your physician. Okay guys, so some examples with regards to the foam rolling. So we're going to start here first. We're going to use the PVC pipe one, and then I'm also going to go into the softer one as well too, but we're going to be doing similar motions. So what we're going to do regarding some of those tips we're using, we're going to focus today on the IT band, which is on the side of your leg. The reason we're going to use that one, that is a muscle that is commonly very, very tight in individuals because most people are at a seated position for a long period of time. So this is why this is a great example. So let's come down to the floor and take a look. So when we come down here, we want to foam roll the side of our leg. Once again, one of the tips I mentioned earlier is not to foam roll over your joints. Now that being said, it's okay to start on your joint to get your positioning, but once you start, to make sure you don't go over that area again. So for example, we're going to start here on the side. We're going to extend my bottom leg nice and straight. Other leg comes around in front for support and helps relieve the tension as well a bit. So we're going to come down in this position here. What I want you to do is to foam roll from the hip down to the side of the knee, once again avoiding the joints, taking your time. Nice, slow, and controlled movements, okay? Now, what you'll also get sometimes too is what we call trigger points, or areas that are really, really tender, might be a bit of scar tissue, whatever the issue may be. So if you find a trigger point, what I usually do is stop on that area, let tension get in, relax for a few seconds, and then start foam rolling again. So nice controlled movements, going right up close to the knee, but not over the knee joint, and back down again. And of course, you can apply more pressure by going down to your elbow and lowering your body to the ground. So that's an IT band example right there. Now, you can do the exact same thing with this foam roller here. I would recommend this for beginners because it doesn't have as many grooves and bumps, and it's not as hard because it's not made of the PVC pipe, okay? So let's demonstrate another exercise to that one. Once again, coming back down to the ground, okay? What we're gonna focus on now is working our piriformis, another muscle that's very, very tight in most clients that I work with because a lot of them are at a desk for 8 to 10 hours a day, and it gets very, very tight. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start here, okay? You're gonna bring your hands back, cross one leg over, okay? The leg that is on top is the side that we're gonna lean towards, okay? Don't be so concerned about the form right now, just going over the tips for today's purpose, and you're gonna foam roll back and forth, nice and controlled. You find a spot there that's really, really tight and tender, sit on it for a few minutes, let it relax, and then proceed again. Once again, the motions are very similar. We're just using a slightly softer foam roller, great for beginners. Now, some other types that you can use as well. This one I like to use here, especially for beginners as well too, because you can apply your own tension as opposed to having your full body weight on it. So we'll use an example of the quads here, okay? So you're gonna use your own tension and foam roll at the quads here, back and forth. Once again, you find a spot here that's really tender, put pressure on it, hold, and then continue as you go through. The great thing of this as well too is you can hit some different angles. As we know, muscles insert in many different areas, are not just all linear. So you can go to the side here a little more as well too, get some of the quads here tight to the knee joint. So this was great about using the stick as well, okay? And lastly, everyone, you have the lacrosse ball. This is fantastic for getting those really small, hard to get areas. So for a prime example I use with this is upper back muscles. A lot of those muscles get really tight around your scapula. You can take this, apply it to the area that's causing you pain, put it there, and of course then you'll have your back up against the wall, and you apply pressure as you lean back and just foam roll that area and work at those smaller muscle groups. So that's why this will be fantastic. Now, with regards to recommendations, ideally you want to foam roll every day, but I know this is not ideal and everyone can't do that. So let's aim for when you get a chance to exercise, incorporate it in your pre and post workout. Now a lot of people, there's still a lot of arguments with regards to the research as to should you do it pre, should you do it post. It's very mixed right now, so you want to get the best of both worlds, do it before and do it after if time permits, okay? Foam roll for about 30 to 90 seconds per muscle group, okay? And make sure you also drink lots of water to flush out those toxins afterwards, okay? So that's pretty much it for your everyday tips for foam rolling, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. And once again, this is Gavin signing out. And remember, commit to be fit. Thank you.